welcome to AllEarz. My name's Andrew. This is episode 2, and this is
Joe.
Joe. So, Joe, nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for inviting me on.
Yeah, firstly, let's introduce the people to yourself and how did we meet, first of all? Let's start with that.
How did we?
Mm.
Pro clubs, wasn't it?
Was it all on pro clubs?
Well, I came because Rob was playing pro clubs with you, Dom, Doug, Rahul, and Ellie, I think. And I came on, and Rob was like, "Do you want to join?"
Oh,
I didn't know any of you, so that's when I first met you all.
That's crazy. An online game has brought us together.
And yeah, I joined. Everyone was hurling abuse at you as usual.
It's shock, yeah.
But it was like I think it was your first FIFA, and you had no idea what you were doing. But you were playing Cam, trying to orchestrate the play. But every time we tried to pass, you get the ball and do your usual run around. Yeah. But then you get annoyed at other people for saying you were bad, saying you were shit.
Yeah.
And then you would get annoyed at that.
Oh.
To do it even more.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good introduction. I mean, when was that? Was that like 2017?
Must have been, yeah. 2017, 18.
So what's that? What are we now? 7 years? 7 years of knowing each other. That's insane, though.
Yeah.
They usually say when you get to the 10 years, you make your life. Is it life partners?
Oh, you propose it.
Oh, that's
you.
Shit, I've just ruined that moment.
That's a fine.
Okay. No, like long-term friendship lasts forever.
So yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think our group settled.
Yeah, it's true. But it's so hard that it's so hard because a lot of groups just fall off.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see when people get married and have kids and stuff, whether that changes.
Who's getting married first? So.
Who is?
Who do you think's getting married first?
Or who do I think's getting married?
I mean, you explained it on the last podcast, but
yeah, who did I say?
Well, me and Ellie are the only two in relationships.
Ah, okay, yeah, true.
To explain our friendship group, all very single.
Yep.
There are certain people who like to mess around.
Yes.
There are certain people who.
God, do you want to name those people who want to mess around?
I'm saying that.
I could name you. I could name you a few.
If you want to mention it, I'm not saying a word, but they know who they are.
Oh.
So
put down in the comments who you think they are. That's all I'll say. I'll give you.
You could probably guess based off yours and Rahul's chat who they are based.
Maybe I should put a host of pictures in, and then. Like I'll have the pictures individually of our group.
What, Hinge profile?
And in the comment, oh yeah, that's a shout.
Dominic, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Dom's fucked.
But I think there are certain people who once they get a girlfriend or a significant other, because some might switch, might bat for the other side.
Maybe. Was that aimed at me?
No.
Okay. the finger was okay. I'm not gay. Point that out.
I could see the twins or Kieran.
What? But first?
Because I think once they get a girl, that's it, set, done. Like once it's official.
Okay.
But
yeah, no, I can see that, but I don't know when that's going to happen though.
I mean, obviously the obvious bet for now is me because I'm in the longest relationship.
True, but I'd say Elliot because he's met someone who's like through a dating app that's Christian.
Yeah.
They've got their minds set. They know where they're going. Not saying that you don't, but
no,
I feel like it would happen a lot sooner.
Yeah, I feel like because also he's moved out now, isn't he? He's up in Oxford.
He has, yeah. I don't know. I mean, do you feel like that's going to be the case? Let's pop that question out.
Nah, I'm years away from that.
Years away. Okay.
Well, I'm 23, so Keely's 21.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna get. If I propose now, we've only been going out a year and a half, so. I mean, it's a long time, don't get me wrong. I love her, but I'm not going to propose straight away.
Do you see that being something you'd end up doing?
Yeah.
Getting a bit personal and a bit deep now.
No, but my view is that you shouldn't be in a relationship if the end goal isn't
true.
marriage.
That's very true.
So, obviously, that's what I said in Madeira when I first got back with you.
Yes.
Elliot's best mate, Victoria.
Oh, if she's watching, imagine she watches. Those two had an amazing time. Do you want to add a bit of context of the story there?
Yeah, so me, Andrew, and our friend Elliot went to Madeira in island of Portugal.
Yeah.
And one day went it wasn't canyoning.
Oh yeah, canyoning. Oh yeah, that's what.
Halfway, and we were all shoved on to this little van with a load of strangers.
Bit dodgy.
Yeah. And this lovely lady who was on a wine tour of Portugal somehow ended up on Madeira. And got chatting to.
She chatted to me though.
Yeah, mate, she was chatting to all of us.
Oh, okay. She did make a bit of a move.
Yeah,
That was quite funny on you as well. I
Yeah.
thought if she probably worked her way around and then ended up with Elliot because
Yeah.
we both
I
were
mean,
sensible
yeah.
to go. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Elliot did nothing.
No, to be fair, that is true. She was like groping all over him.
But yeah, she got chatting to us a lot, and then we got off canyoning. And we were like, yeah, we'll go our separate ways. We were gonna go to the beach,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
and you being a fat fuck,
Okay.
she was like, I'm going for lunch. Do you want to join? Me and Elliot were now fine. You go, la, come on, lads.
Yeah,
Let's go.
The food was amazing. There was so much. I think I had so much food that day.
You got 2 courses.
Yeah,
You got two mains and a side.
that's right. Was that the day where we spent? Right. This is where it leads on to another story. We obviously it was by the river or the sea,
Yeah.
and it was about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure, and we went home
About 11.
at 11:30, 11, half 11.
Yeah.
And Elliot was going to go home with her,
Yeah.
and had the opportunity to go home.
Well,
with
we
her.
got invited to Elaine and
Oh, what was the
Phil.
no? Oh, what was his name?
Anyway, but while sitting there, this old couple came up to us
Yeah,
and at first originally gave us beer samples
yeah, I think it was.
because
Yeah.
the guy can drink him anymore.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It
It was like 3 little pots of.
was 6.
Was it 6? Bloody hell.
I think it was local Portuguese beer.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they came up and then Vicky, what she said, "Oh, come and join us."
Yes.
And that was a fatal move.
Yeah, it was.
But I mean, we got eventually they got talking to us. Turned out they were millionaires. He just sold his company.
Thing is, if anyone doesn't know for context what she looks like, you will know.
Imagine Andy as a woman.
I've got. Okay. The video that I'll show and the photo of them to smooch over each other will be quality content.
Is that going to be allowed to be put on the internet?
Absolutely. He ain't gonna stop me. He'll love the moment. Actually, yeah, he's in a relationship as well.
Yes.
Imagine when that. Oh, that's good. Maybe I should hold it for another time. Because I mean, yeah. In fairness, for context, this was actually nearly coming up to nearly a year now. March.
It's March, yeah.
March last
It's
year.
the end of March.
That's mad how quick that's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, that holiday was insane.
That was a great holiday. You had a great time. In
Okay.
Porto.
Go. Okay. Yep.
He's conquered.
Oh look. Now go on. You know what? Sing the song.
Nah.
You two came up with the song, and it was.
The thing is, you need Elliot here as well.
Yeah, true. Maybe we should do a trio reunion.
Yeah.
He conquered all of cafe.
He's never
Never
gonna stop. From San
Down
Francisco
to
to Boston.
Boston. He
He
shot the
shot the
fucking lot.
He met her down in Porto. Lost
Lost
his
his
V
V
to
to
a
a
2.
2.
He won't forget this night until he's 82.
82.
Elaine.
And it goes on. He's now engraved that in my head that I have a conscious memory.
I mean, me and him were making up songs for 2 solid days straight after that.
Oh, it was like a constant bullying session.
Yeah.
I'm thinking at the airport as well.
Yeah, on the plane.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, okay, so Kieran, so we got a friend called Kieran as well,
yeah.
who loves a strop.
Big boy. They ain't gonna sit it. If they do, they're gonna be like, "Oh, it's a different Kieran."
Yeah, so he loves a strop, and Andy turned into him for a little bit on that holiday because you started walking away from me and Elliot.
I did. Yeah.
We were on the beach on Porto,
Yeah.
and you were walking probably 50 meters ahead of us, and
Yep.
you wouldn't look back. Like we
No,
called your name.
I was gone. That was as bad as when we went to Hungary and Kieran did his little like a mile
Yeah.
further walks than
Yeah.
us.
But he did it every time.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
we would just be walking in the street, and like do you remember we were getting on the, was it trams or it was trains, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he would bolt like to go to the F1 track, and we're about fucking train behind.
It's unbelievable. I mean that moment where he was it on the. I mean, we also went to Hungary to watch the F1.
Mhm.
Incredible.
Me, Andy, Elliot, and
Yeah.
our friend Kieran.
Seems to
came.
be just us three for the
Yeah,
moment.
I mean, I'm not going to Barcelona.
Oh no, you're not coming to Barcelona.
No,
Yeah, that'll be a shame.
financial.
Well,
insecurity.
that's fair. Everyone's each their own. It'll be a cracking holiday though. I mean,
Yeah, I'm kind of gutted I'm not coming.
me and Sandra will have a great time there.
I mean, get Kieran along as well. Who is it? You?
I would love to see him partake in particular activities.
I mean, we might do in Tenerife. We're all of our group are going to Tenerife.
Yeah, actually, a really proud. Well, I say all, bar Doug, obviously, but
Yeah.
Doug will be in our memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be an incredible holiday. Do you think, or not?
It depends what happens on this holiday, because
What do you think's going to happen?
well, already we've got 6 bets between you and 3 other members of the group.
yes, yeah.
Cam, that's a 4.
Well, watch the first video for a little bit of
Yeah.
context.
Done a lot actually. Now we're talking about it.
Yeah,
the
go
last
on.
few years we've done a lot. So
I have.
the bets, our friendship group have suddenly decided to like making bets.
Yes.
And there's two in particular, you and our friend Sanj.
Yes.
And now George has joined on the band
It has. Yes.
because you had a little interesting time in Manchester,
We did.
which none of us know about.
No, when you will never know.
No, exactly.
No.
Little inner circle.
Okay.
It sounds very interesting, but the first bet came along when a few of us went to little San Francisco, and Sanj ate what 12 massive onion rings.
No, it was 16. I counted them. He was so confident. Bearing in mind he was in a relationship at the time,
Yeah.
so he categorically could not lose that challenge.
Well, he could. What was the forfeit? You would just tell his girlfriend he went to a strip club.
I don't know whether it was that or whether he'd partake.
Yeah, but because you couldn't video it.
Okay, yeah, true. You wouldn't be allowed to do it.
Because if the bet was, oh, he went to a strip club, he's not going to tell her, is he?
Yeah, but I think it might have been because he still went in though. I think it was purely
There's
just
a difference between going in and
well, yeah.
I think it was get a dance.
As Raven found out.
Shut up.
She was a lovely woman.
Love of my life.
Yeah, that was
At least I didn't make a contract.
okay. My thumbprint is in
Same.
LA now.
Yeah, same.
Okay, there's San Francisco. Yeah, it was interesting for sure.
But that's where the first bet came along.
Sanchez financially ruined me.
Yeah. I mean, he got you sort of. I wouldn't say you're addicted. You just
You
just like to explore the local talent. So that's where the first bet was, wasn't it? And then we made a little bet.
Yes, we did.
Which I
finally
paid up on.
I fully appreciate that. Although I feel like it was a bit peer pressured.
Oh, fully peer pressured.
Yeah, but
I mean,
is what it is.
I was threatened with a forfeit for a bet that I didn't even know I was in.
Yeah, that was. I won't. Yeah.
But anyway, we moved on.
I don't think I can say what was going to happen to that. But
that was the first bet, and then since then you lot have been making bets ever since.
Yeah, I want to make bets with everyone.
What, for Tenerife or just
for
Tenerife future?
Because
but I don't think some people will do bets.
It depends if it benefits them more than it would me, but I would still be confident.
Yeah, but you're going to be in financial ruin if you lose.
No, I'll be fine.
You've already got a need. So one of your bets involves you buying George a PS5.
Yes.
So that's 4.
But there is an alternative to that.
Yeah, but you won't want the.
Yeah. I don't know what the options are yet.
Well, I thought you discussed them.
No, he hasn't told. He won't tell me them. Well, he did tell me one yesterday.
Can we discuss the size? Okay.
No, the size has been.
I think.
Context again.
Yeah, we need.
Okay.
It's a tattoo.
5 options, one to choose from.
Have you
or a
discussed
PS5?
where on the body?
Initially, yes, it was the arse because it's kind of hidden away.
But George was here.
Oh, mate, yeah, but he's changed his 5 up now. Originally, it was like something ridiculous. Firstly, I think one of them was his name.
I mean, I think the arse is one of the worst places.
Actually, yeah.
To be fair, actually, it's a lot of muscle, isn't it? So it's not.
Yeah, but it's hidden well.
And it's hidden.
One of them was. I'm not even going to say what it was. Yes, there's been varying bets, but I want to make a bet with everyone because it brings a competitive side out of everyone. Despite me, I mean, if I lose, I lose.
It didn't really with me, did it?
No. But you didn't try hard enough.
I've also changed.
Yes. Oh, you've changed. What? Oh, you've changed.
I'm not going to make a bet, but I mean, I've got more motivation.
Oh, okay. Right, good. I'm glad.
I've lose weight, so.
I mean, how is that? Now we lead on to that. How is it?
Yeah, it's going well. I think. When did I start? It's like
beginning of Jan, maybe.
Yeah, properly beginning of Jan. I was 70. I think I was 79.9. Just missed the 80.
Yeah.
Gutted. But I'm now 76.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's progress.
Progress. I think I'm not trying to do it to the point where I like I did last summer where I started fainting and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that was the same with me though. Getting involved in the gym, we didn't know what we were doing. Once you find out what you're doing,
I think because I've been going to the gym with my mate Sanj, haven't I?
Yeah.
That's helped a lot.
Has that been going all right? You're doing that once a week, is that right?
Yeah, I think we're going to carry on because I get 4 free sessions a month.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah, it's very helpful, and we're doing something different every time.
Okay, good.
And I'm in a good place with what I'm doing in there, and eventually, I guess, if I get the knowledge up, I can start going on my own.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Red Hill's a bit of a trek, though. Do you not think, or is it not that bad for you?
It's about a 45-minute drive, and it's essentially what my old drive to work used to be.
Oh, in Crawley.
In
Crawley?
Salford.
Salford. Oh, okay, fair enough.
So It's not too bad. It's just for once a week is doable. But if I was doing it more, probably have to relocate.
Okay. I mean, do you have like any aspirations and stuff with what you want to do, or is it just
What gym wise?
yeah.
Our goal is 70 kg.
Okay.
So
Decent.
that's by Tenerife.
So what do you do what do you do when you're in the gym? Are you just like working on
Uh,
specific muscle groups and cardio, or
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I tried to do a week plan, but I more just do it around what me and Sanj do. Because Sanj changed his mind the day before.
I think on the
Yeah,
day.
we were doing
Yeah.
legs up until the day we went, and then we suddenly changed to back and shoulders.
Oh
So
my gosh! Wow. Have you seen that video? I put the context in for video of me failing a hack squat.
no,
You've not seen
I've
it?
not seen it.
Oh my
Is it in
goodness.
the chat?
Well, so we have um
Do you want to demonstrate?
a V. No, mm, that's going to be a bit suspicious, I think, for some people. You know, there's the V squat. It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
vertical. There's that one, and the one where he goes, it's more like an inclined, like that,
Yeah,
rather than this.
yeah.
So I do about not 190 kilograms like this. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll try 190
Yeah.
here because I think I did 130, 140,
Mhm.
like for reps until failure on that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, I could do 190. Obviously, got on
Is that your
190.
PB?
On the incline.
Yeah.
Or is it 190 on the PB? Do you mean on
Yeah,
the?
190 on the
Yeah,
PB.
yeah. I've not done anything more than that. And yeah, so I was like, there was a bit of ego there, bit of ego lifting for sure. And literally lifted it up, went all the way down, and my face just dropped, and I could not lift it up. That exercise is by far superior.
You know what? With those sort of exercises, what scares me is the same with leg press and stuff like that. When you're like stretching out your leg,
Yeah,
if I've seen so many videos where the knee just buckles
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
that's why I don't do it, because I'm like, I can feel it. I'll reach my leg out, I feel it like jolt like that.
Yes, that's why you got to try and not fully extend it.
But
The
then
worry
everyone
for
says
me.
that, but then I go like there and then like extend more.
Oh yeah.
So
Got to be careful.
it's knowing how far to do. I guess that comes with knowledge, but
Absolutely. I mean, I think the worst thing for me is the coming down, because if the coming down is too much, my legs are wired. I just get
yeah,
like
yeah.
snap in half. But yeah, that's good though. I mean, get to Tenerife at a certain weight.
I mean, yeah. So I'm setting 70 is my goal, but I'm not going to stop there.
Okay.
I'm not going to maintain at 70.
What's your height? Like 5'8", 5'9",
Um,
5'2",
no, yeah,
4'11", whatever you want it to be, really.
I'm a dwarf.
Yeah.
As
Have I just been too generous there?
little bit.
5'8".
Well, I don't actually know because
Oh, okay.
I've been saying I was 5'9" for what since I
Oh,
known you
fine.
about.
So you
But my sister and girlfriend measured me in summer. And I was 5'8".
said you're 5'9". Two measurements, and what do they say?
5'8".
Right.
And then me and Sanj at the gym, where you first enter,
Yes.
and the left, you've got that big machine where I don't know what it does, but you step on it and it's like a big white machine with a screen.
Oh, it's got your weight and height and stuff.
And
Yeah,
then
you have to pay for that, by the way.
Yeah, we didn't do that one.
Oh,
To the
okay.
left of it, there's a manual.
Height thing.
And he pushed it right down on my hair because I think my hair adds a little bit.
Yeah.
And it said I was 5'6".
Oh.
Now I went to the gym with Sanj Tuesday.
Right.
And I was taller than him.
How? Shoes off, shoes on,
Shoes
different
on.
weighted shoes, different height shoes.
The shoes I've got it out there, they're like that, probably that much.
Oh, so very minimal.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I don't know what height.
You're going up and down. I don't know what's going on there. So I mean, I don't know what sort of weight range is for your let's say 5'7".
Yeah.
I don't know, like 65 to 70. I don't know.
BMI is massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
It says between.
Out of proportion.
When I last did it, it said I can be between what? I think it was 62 and 80.
Oh wow.
So it's an 18 kg difference.
I don't know what you'd look like at 60. I think that I don't know. You might look really ill. To be honest.
That's why I'm going 70.
Okay, and then reassess and go from there.
Because I don't want to, because like obviously I'll make Kieran his bet is to get from how heavy he was down to 72.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is that's like what 20 kg.
And the rest.
But so his is what I'm saying is that his is one big bulk loss.
But is he the same height as you though?
Apparently he always says he's like an inch or two taller than me. He likes to make it known, but
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I think if I had that big a loss to get,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But like if I keep it minimal, then or like a reasonable amount,
Yeah,
I'll
sure.
stick to it.
Okay. I mean, you talked about Kieran just briefly there. I mean, have you heard he's got a little? Sorry, he has not got a girl on the go, but
Oh, Tinder.
yeah,
Tinder girl.
this Tinder
I-
Barcelona girl.
So when was the last time I spoke to him like at the weekend? I came on, it's just me and him the party on PlayStation.
She what?
I know I came in,
Oh.
it was just on the party on the
Oh, okay.
PlayStation.
Sorry, I thought you said she joined.
Didn't even say hello. It
Shock.
was just Joe, mate, talk to a girl on Tinder. I was like, cool. Do you
Oh,
have
he loves the brag though, doesn't he?
Yeah. And so I was like, do you have any proof? And he's like, yeah, never sent it to me. But Sans joined later on.
Yeah, and
Uh,
he sent
Yeah,
it.
'cause
Yeah,
he said
yeah.
I think he's told you and
Yeah,
Sans
yeah, yeah.
before. But I know.
Do you know anything about her?
No,
Right.
nothing.
Right. So this is the
Is
question I want
she
to
of
ask.
age?
Right. This is the question I want to ask. What's the cut off for his age now?
Oh no, I do know. She's 19 in
Yeah.
yeah.
Is that like?
I've always said 3 years below.
I think
I think 3 years is the max I'll ever do.
I think originally I said 5 for me, so that would be 19. I actually might have to change that. He's made it an ick. I don't want to use that word inappropriately.
You love that word.
I do.
I don't think the issue is girls mature a lot faster than boys.
That's true, but it depends if they have or not.
And Kieran hasn't really matured.
No,
And I don't think he'll mind me saying that. I think he knows that.
no,
I
absolutely.
mean,
Everyone would
fair
agree.
play to him. Financially, he's very good.
He's all right. I'm
And
sure he is. Yeah.
job-wise, he sounds like he's doing well.
Same fucking job though. But yeah, sure.
It's loyalty.
Yeah.
Shows
True.
this girl he's loyal.
Pet company.
Pets at home.
Pets at home.
Love the guinea pigs.
He does.
I don't think 90. If it was 18, I'd have an issue.
Yeah. See, I was saying to George, I think 19 is like the cap.
Mm.
But
Bear in mind, Kieran's never had a girlfriend before.
yeah, he'll say he has.
He has.
But I don't. I think that's bollocks.
He had I'd say he had a relationship.
Yes,
I
that was all it would
I'm
be.
not sure if they ever called each other
No.
girlfriend, boyfriend.
God no.
But he's had one relationship, but he's never had I don't think it was. He's never had like would you say, serious, significant?
I mean, she's from Barcelona, so I've told him. Yeah,
Didn't know.
he's studying over here, so I've told him to utilise the little, Barcelona trip idea in the summer. She's off. Don't know if that will click with him, to be honest.
Go see the football. Cute date.
Yeah, he could be getting catfish. Don't get me wrong. She's about his type. I'm probably being incredibly harsh here.
Well, no, because no one knows what Kieran looks like. For all the audience knows, Kieran could
Good
be
point. He could be a 9 out of
Yeah.
10.
He could be Chris Hemsworth level.
Yeah. Who's that? The actor.
Yeah, he plays Thor.
Yeah, okay.
Ryan
Marvel
Reynolds.
shit.
You know Ryan?
Marvel.
Yeah, he's Marvel.
Okay.
Do you know Ryan Reynolds?
Oh, the Wrexham bloke.
Yeah.
See, that's how I know him.
Yeah, Wrexham.
Okay.
Okay, put it in football terms for you. And
Oh, please
the
do.
rest of the audience. Chris Hemsworth's probably Ronaldo looking. Like,
Really? Oh, Ronaldo looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't look like Ronaldo, but
Yeah, he's
scale.
quite fit then.
Yeah.
That's not me saying I'm gay. I'm just complimenting him as a guy. He's
Who's
a
your man
good-looking
crush
chap.
then?
Huh?
Who's your man crush?
Dom, actually.
Yeah, actually.
I think Dom's a very good-looking chap.
That's one of Andy's best friends.
Yeah. Hello, Dom.
Didn't he get voted?
You could look so much better if you went to the gym, mate. You fat fuck.
Didn't he get voted third best looking in his year?
Yeah, but in our group though.
That was by you as well.
Yeah.
So you think 2 other boys are better looking than Dom? So he can't be a man crush.
Well, I'd say top 3 is a crush.
Nah, top 1. He's your crush. Let's move on.
We're on about Kieran, in Barcelona. So hopefully he meets up with her in Barcelona. Otherwise, he's ruined that
He
opportunity.
won't do that.
No,
because
he
you lot
won't.
are there.
I want him to go out a night out.
Yeah, but we tried that in Hungary.
Yeah, if
was when I wet
you
myself.
gave him a whiskey, what is it, the little
whiskey.
shot glass? Or
Yeah.
no, like a
Whiskey on the
whiskey
rocks.
glass
Whiskey
with
rocks.
rocks. He will take that anywhere in the club,
Yeah.
and he'll have a great night
They have
with his Jim B.
The whiskey rocks. Won't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, yeah.
Metal ones.
I got my whiskey rocks. Oh God, above. I mean, what's the situation like? Drinking?
I'm not drinking.
Not at all. Good
I
lad.
think I got to a point. I had a night of fun.
Mm.
Well, I think I just didn't know I know my limit, but I think do you know when you're drinking, you're not feeling anything.
Yes. Yeah.
It was
yeah.
that, but I think alcohol has a really delayed effect on me.
Okay.
Because like 2 hours after I said that, everything started to hit.
Oh wow.
and obviously you know what happened.
Yes.
We won't talk about the rest.
We won't talk about it? Okay, fair enough.
I mean, we can do. I was just,
I,
I was crying a lot. I was sick. I fell over a few times.
the fact that George went out all of his way
I had an asthma attack.
to get an inhaler for you.
Yeah, but he only did that because he fancied the girl he was going with.
No. He was doing that out of the kindness of his heart and
Okay.
brought it back. And all you did was just like, nah, fuck that.
I don't
And
remember
then
that.
Dom saved me. Dom absolutely saved my ass. I was literally sort of crouched over you. I think you were on the
Oh,
phone
yeah,
to
I
her
vomit
in
on you, wasn't
Keighley.
I?
And then you were about to vomit, and Dom was like, "You should probably move." And I'm like, I'll be fine. I literally, as I moved, you just vomited
That was
everywhere.
the other thing as well. I wanted to speak to my girlfriend and Rahul.
Yes, yeah.
Phone both of. If my girlfriend was on the phone to
Was it Rahul as well?
Rahul, yeah, Rahul was on FaceTime and he sent me a screenshot of me just.
Oh my
I think
goodness,
I was
yeah.
hugging Dom or one of the twins. I was just hysterically crying. Um.
Sanj and Elliot weren't very happy,
Oh yeah, I
understandably.
knew that.
They were very
The
angry.
next morning, I was on the FaceTime to my girlfriend and I I was like, oh, I feel so embarrassed because I sobered up when we actually got to the
Yeah,
club.
yeah. By the time we got to the club, I think everyone was sober.
Yeah, but I felt so bad, I just didn't have a good time. I couldn't have a good time.
Yeah, you can never. I mean, you say that though, and when I went to Manchester with Sound of Georgia, it was a great. Even being sober, it was all right.
No,
It's not the same.
It wasn't even. If I was sober, I would have been fine. It was more the fact that I knew I'd piss people off,
Oh right, okay.
and I could tell they were pissed. Even though
Yeah,
there was
it was so
they were
obvious.
pissed off, I
Yeah,
could tell
yeah.
everyone was pissed off at me. So and we were just there. So I literally went. I don't think anyone noticed. I just went and sat outside for like an hour.
Oh right, no, I didn't know that.
Because I was just like, I actually feel bad. So
That was an amazing holiday. I
it
know
was
you
great.
probably might not say it was as best as say it
Only that night,
was.
really. Cavos. We did a 24-hour bender in Cavos.
That was horrible.
Went to It was Corfu, wasn't it? So
Yeah, that was absolutely horrible.
that wasn't the taxis. Were you in my taxi on the way home? I was with Sanj.
I think I was with the twins.
No.
George was definitely in there because he fell
Yeah,
asleep.
I wasn't with George.
Dom,
I
George and Dom
I was me, Sanj.
and Sanj. No, it was me, Sanj.
No, I had Sanj with me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Because
it was Elliot.
left after us, didn't you? You left after me.
Yes, but we still got home
Yeah,
before you.
Because we got picked up in like center of the strip, and 10 minutes into our drive, we pull up to this random house.
Yeah.
In the like these, it's like it's sort of like how your row is, but there's like 4 houses.
Yeah.
It was like that, and this guy just gets out the car, and we're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Yeah, my shift's over." He just switches drivers halfway through.
I've got to get out of here. Sorry. See you later.
So we were sat there for probably about 20 minutes while he was talking to this guy.
Yeah.
Sandra's asleep. He woke up. He's like, "Where are we?" He's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Oh, okay." Fell back asleep. Elliot's stressing in the front.
It was unbelievable.
I think it's Elliot. And then yeah, that's where you passed us.
It was so funny. I mean, the Cavos to where we were was like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah.
So after a 24-hour bender, like we got home. I think we went out. What time did we go out
We
that
went to
day?
the boat party first, didn't we?
Yeah, that was like 10 a.m. in the morning.
We had to be there for 10, yeah.
And then we got back. I
That
think
was
like
a palaver as well, wasn't it?
9 in the morning.
That whole boat party getting onto it.
Was there what?
Because I didn't have cash, did I?
Oh no, I didn't either.
Yeah, so people had to pay for us.
Yeah, and so I think Sanj paid for most
Yeah.
of it.
And then it turned out we could use card.
Oh, for God's sake! What an idiot! I mean, the boat party was all right. It wasn't the best, but the journey was good, but the vibe wasn't
Yeah,
amazing.
I think it wasn't amazing. I think because of what we were doing, we couldn't get as drunk as what we wanted to.
I literally just went at 10, 11 a.m. in the morning, just grabbed loads of shots and like mixers, and just to try and make me pissed, and it just wasn't doing anything.
I think the issue is it was too early as well, because it was 6 hours, wasn't it? It was 10 till 4.
Yeah, it might have been.
And then because then Dom met the girl on the boat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then we went and had dinner with them.
Missed a fucking opportunity there, Dom again. Shock. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's because he's waiting for you.
Yeah, it's my crush. I mean, lead on to holidays. You got like other than is that the only holiday you got this year?
What, Tenerife?
Yeah.
No, I've got. I'm meant to be. I've got 2 in the works, but not.
Both with Keely or one with family, one with Keely? Or?
I think. I'm not sure yet. One's definitely with Keely, and the other one I'm not sure yet.
Before or after Tenerife?
Probably after.
Okay.
I think it'll be like I'm trying to avoid school holiday time, but it's proving to
True.
be
It's
quite
gonna be quite
difficult.
expensive. You got any ideas of where you're going?
I really want to go Croatia.
What, like Split sort of area,
Yeah.
or at the capital, Zagreb? I think.
Zagreb or Split, or I like the idea of somewhere in Southern Europe. We did Italy last year.
Okay.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
No, it was where we stayed with her family, like over there, at like her auntie.
Was that a bit awkward though?
It wasn't awkward. It was more the fact that it was a tiny village.
Oh
No one
right.
spoke English.
Oh,
The
okay.
closest city was Turin, but it was about half an hour. It was like an hour train, which we did. We did go into Turin, but once you're there, there's not much really to do.
Yeah.
But like Rome and Napoli and Milan all have so much to offer, whereas Turin's kind of like the little brother to
Yeah,
it all.
it's not quite the same, is it?
Unless I suggested going to watch Juventus, but she didn't want to do that. So
Shame. I mean, you said about another thing I want to pick up on. You said in the first podcast it was with Rahul about Japan.
yeah.
Japan doesn't give you an appeal
No, right. I need
because you're gonna
to
need
add
to.
some context.
You
to
did,
this, 'cause
yeah.
I couldn't find my corner. Don't get me wrong, Japan looks amazing,
It does.
but outside of Mount Fiji
Yeah.
and Tokyo,
Yep.
what is there to do?
Yeah, but you could say the same outside of London, though.
There's loads to do in England.
No,
I
disagree.
I think because I'm not into anime at all,
Okay, yeah, well that's fair.
which is what you guys discussed.
Yeah, yeah.
The only things I've looked at that look fun around going around Tokyo is if you drive like Mario Kart, which you can do. That's all that looks interesting.
I think they're like innovation on so many different things, and how technologically advanced they are is unbelievable.
I mean, you know this more than anyone. I don't like city breaks.
No, you did. I do remember you saying that.
I
yeah,
would much
actually,
rather. I really want to go Canada
Yeah.
and just
Kieran
explore.
wants to go as well,
I'm
actually.
not going with Kieran.
The plane might fall.
It'd scare the moose away.
Yeah.
But I would rather see, because when I went to New Zealand, don't know if I mentioned it before.
Yeah. Shock.
We did a lot of nature stuff,
Okay.
and I enjoyed that so much more than say when we're in Auckland, the big city, because I just feel like there's much more to see with nature. After a while, seeing like technology and man-made stuff,
It's just the same.
yeah.
That's fair.
Like,
Did you not feel like that when you went to Italy though? Because you were a bit sort of out the way, or is that?
it was a little bit because it was nice because we're in the mountains, we're in the Alps.
Yeah.
Obviously it was summer, so there's no snow, but it was beautiful scenery. But that's why I meant when we went to Turin, we did the art gallery, we walked around for a bit, but it's such a small centre.
Oh, okay.
It's either you go designer shopping, which I
Right. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I don't want
Not
to
for
do,
everyone.
or you just go and I think some cities do appeal. Like New York, I went to for a few days, loved it.
Yeah. You said yeah.
But that's the only city I've been to and be like, I would go back.
New York. What attracted you to New York?
I don't know what it is about it, but it's just the people. To be fair, the people in New York are lovely.
Are they?
You obviously get a few wrong uns.
Yeah.
Um,
So a lot of homeless out there.
Yeah.
There is. Yeah.
Not in the centre. Around time, so where we stayed was like a street off street. Times Square's here.
Yeah.
We were like back here.
Okay.
So we were in a nice area. But while we're out there, there's a lot happens still. Like we went out for dinner and didn't get back till like 1 a.m. And this cyclist doing a delivery gets run over by a freaking car.
Oh wow.
So he was fine, perfectly fine. It's like 10 miles an hour crash.
They just get up and move on with their day. If that happened over here, they'll be like, "Stay there, don't move, get the police."
Yeah.
And then the police won't turn up for like 2 hours.
No, this guy literally, he was on his bike, got his food out, put it back in the basket.
Just carried on with his life. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Fully respect that.
But the cars are massive.
Are they?
They're so big. Like
Rolls Royce,
yeah,
ripped cars, or are they
no,
like
just big.
oh,
like big
like
Chevrolets,
Cadillacs and
Cadillac.
stuff? Yeah, wow.
Like our Uber to where was it? LaGuardia Airport because we went from New York to St. Lucia.
Okay.
And there was 5 of us. There was a 7-seater like Hummer.
Oh my god.
And I was like, why are we in this in New York?
I didn't think USA or America would be like that still. I thought they would have moved on from vehicles like that. Still haven't. They want to keep tradition.
It might be regional because it's so big. But I feel like the South, and well, obviously I've only been to New York and San Francisco.
Yeah.
So I've been till it ends. 'Cause San Francisco wasn't that bad, was it?
Oh, I quite enjoyed it.
The cars wise, they weren't that big.
No.
We had a big group and we could barely get a
Yeah.
we could barely
Well,
get a bigger than a 5-seater.
that stupid knobhead
The next-
bloke who wouldn't let us move his
If the car
freaking
seat-
washing. What a dick. That was
Uh,
horrible.
That was it. Actually, I think the only time we all got in a car was on that night we went to the strip club, and I needed a wee on the bridge because because
Yeah, it was.
me and Doug right at the back, and that's
Yeah, you two had the most like ridiculous conversation
Mhm.
that you were like, I need a wee, I need a wee. And Doug was like, well, don't keep thinking about it. We're not going to stop. And Dom was like, well, we're not going to stop here, are we? Middle of a highway.
But to have more context about me, when I have a drink, I need a wee a lot, don't I?
Yes, yeah.
Like I probably go about 5 wees within 2 pints,
Jesus Christ.
but after that I'm done. Don't go again.
But, and this is not being nasty. I mean, actually, no. That wouldn't make sense. I was thinking that the fat would absorb the urine.
That's not how it works.
No, I don't think that's
Bladder
quite how it
really
works.
absorbs
That was
I
going
mean, you could say the fat squishing on my bladder and making and sort of forcing it out. But
yeah.
I was heavier.
I had
I
a
was
moment
heavier
there.
then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But the conversations you were having, and it was just so funny.
well, no, I didn't say anything. I was just sort of like wiggling.
No, because you were doing this, and then you were
And then
like,
Doug
I need a
turned
wee, I
to-
need a
yeah.
wee.
But I didn't. But at the time Doug did this, I was just wiggling. Doug looks over to me. He's like, "Joe, fucking stop." The taxi driver must have been like,
Oh, so they didn't care. They were so chilled over
Yeah,
there. I
it's like
felt.
it was like when we were having that race. No, it wasn't racist, but like that controversial conversation with the Mexican driver.
When was that?
It was when Doug started making those.
In the same journey?
No, it was in the daytime. I think it was on the way to Six Flags.
I don't remember much of that
But-
journey. I was quite comfortable in my seat, and I think you were as well.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone else was a bit shit.
We had a great time.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Well, I mean, we only did that because we got in the car last.
Yeah,
we
well, that was
we
smart.
Yeah, we positioned ourselves
Yeah.
well.
They could have taken those seats. No. And then I ate a Burger King when I get there.
Yeah.
Went on a spinny turny roller coaster, and then I was sitting.
like-
Who was I sitting with? Was it Sandra Rahul?
Yeah, you and I was next to Sanj.
So I was sitting in the middle of a roller coaster that was.
It was the biggest roller coaster there.
Yeah, it was. I don't usually go on them.
You
I was
were
like,
the whole day.
Yeah, it was fine.
Like, you did the Batman
But it's because
one.
I had food and I don't do
spinny shit.
spinny shit. So Rahul sat to my left, Sandra sat to my right. The ride was going up like this, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't look too bad." And then it does the swoop. Swarm.
Yeah.
At Fort Park does that. It started to do that,
And then we did the first loop.
and did the first loop. And I said to Rahul and Sandra, I was like, I went, "Please stop."
Yeah, everyone heard it.
And then it was
Just a
like,
faint.
and then obviously there's nothing. I can't just press eject and fucking kill myself. It would be literally a case of I had to suffer. Got to the end, and I was like, "Oh, thank God that's over." And then I went,
But you
it
tried to
went-
cover it with 2 fingers.
Yeah.
I don't understand this technique.
I-
Like,
I think
What
that
do
was
you-
just a
what-
natural. I
why
don't know.
not that? Because that would cover.
Well, don't get me wrong, I was probably quite retarded in what I was doing. So I did 2 fingers going to stop the vomit. Rahul just looks at me and just bursts out laughing. And Sanj,
Sanj is like, so Sanj is.
I've
really
never
like-
seen this guy run so
yeah,
fast
he's
in my
like-
life.
He's like up and trying to get onto my seat. Bearing in mind we've got shoulder seatbelts on.
He's pushing.
Yeah.
Mate.
I'm like, they're locked on. So he's either using all the strength in his body and found some Hulk strength.
Yep.
And
And
literally he's pushing it up.
absolutely. He then got out, and then and then I literally sort
There's
of
so much
walked
thick on
out.
the seat.
And I looked at the staff member. The staff member looked at me, and we both locked eyes at the vomit.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I just walked off. And then this young kid got in the seat, and I was like, oh, that's not going to go well, is it?
directly in the
Oh, it was horrible. That was one of my worst moments for sure. I mean, talking about the topics of America, because I've had great times in America.
Yeah.
What do you think of like some of the news sort of stuff that's floating around with America and like,
What
I
then?
don't know, like
What-
Iraq and the war and stuff? Do you have much opinion on
think-
it?
It's hard with America because obviously Biden's in charge at the moment.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
it's on
think
death
he-
door, isn't he?
Yeah. But that's the thing. I don't think he would willingly put his country in that situation again.
Okay.
Because Bush did that, didn't he?
Yeah,
And there's big issues.
yeah.
But I don't. But my worry is it depends how this because the elections is this year.
I think it is, yeah.
And if Trump goes back in power, he'll go Iraq.
But I think well, yeah, but you say that though. All I'll say is when Trump was in reign, there was no war or conflict with anyone. I'll keep saying
No, I get that, but I feel like he's salty.
What, so you think he's just going to come in and go, I want to fuck everyone up? Bang, bang.
I think my main worry is I mean, to be fair, if Trump comes in power,
Mm.
yeah, I will be very interested to see what happens
I think it'd be funny.
with Russia.
I think the war will end.
Because Putin and Trump have a good relationship.
I do.
But if Putin attacks us, America have to back us up because we're allies.
Well, so this is my sort of understanding of the situation. I mean, you got USA putting strikes. Is it Iraq or Iran? I can't remember which one it is.
It's Iraq.
Because they've got in Yemen, they've got this team called Houthi that is like blocking
that's
the
Israel and
is it the Suez Canal or is it
Suez Canal? Yeah.
So it's blocking all our imports and food and whatever. I feel like there's loads of little wars going on with different countries. You've got Israel and Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
You got that. You got Ukraine, Russia.
Yeah.
China's got theirs with Taiwan.
There's a threat of us.
I think something's just going to come together and just bang.
What, World War?
And it's just going to collate.
The issue with the World War is because I found out a fact the other day.
Okay.
Around the world constantly.
Yeah.
For the last, I think it's 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
There's an average of 30 wars going on at a time, but you just don't hear
wow.
about it. A lot of it's civil war, and a lot of it's in Africa. There's a lot of civil war stuff in Africa.
Sure.
As well, there are only 9 countries in the world with nukes that have available nukes.
Do you know the 9? Because I reckon I could probably guess half of them.
We're one. England.
Yeah.
I guess UK, Russia, America. I think Netherlands.
Oh, I was not expecting them.
I think Netherlands and Belgium. I could be wrong there. I know there's 2 small countries.
Probably say Belgium over Netherlands.
I can't remember. I think Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I can't remember who else.
So you've probably got China's in there. And North Korea,
China and North Korea will be.
I wouldn't be surprised if Japan have some.
Really?
After what they learnt from.
Would you not avoid that?
I think they'd want to have something in case it happens again.
Yeah, but who's going to attack Japan now?
Yeah, but who fought that in World War II?
Well, everyone. Japan declared war on the US with Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone would have thought Japan would have done that, though.
Well, no, yeah, it came out of nowhere, but that's because they were trying to back up Germany for some reason. I just think if World War III breaks, because I get your point with the bang.
It would just all collate and everyone would be like, fuck it.
I mean, I think the issue is because everyone's allies with different people, aren't they? We've got our foot in so many pots.
Absolutely.
Like we're involved with Ukraine, Palestine,
yeah.
probably America at some point. That there's the amount of chances we probably have to get into a war is astronomical. So it's a scary thought, but it's just one of those. I think if you're sensible, you need the right. That's why I think you need the right man in charge.
Yeah, it's just never gonna happen, though, is it?
I don't know. I think it's just people being too greedy and wanting too much. Like they just want to land.
Well, the thing with Putin, so he's been in his role for I don't know
12 years.
Is it 12 years?
Yeah,
I was gonna say 20, but
he
could be.
Because he's got the Russia have got an election coming up, but he's obviously gonna win it. So that'll be his. Actually, that might be like 8 terms.
Yeah, I think it is something like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know how true this is, but I reckon that when obviously people in power become and develop this like psychotic need for more power, and I think Putin is in that position.
Yeah, but I think when you get to that point, I think you're crazy.
Yeah, and I think he is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's just insane. Another thing I will say though is that January to sort of March every year,
nothing
I think.
happens.
Huh?
I don't think anything happens.
No, but a lot of stuff has started, but it leads nowhere. Like last year, there was the Ukraine, Russia started. This year, you've got the Hamas Israel leading on, and then you've got the Yemen and.
I think it's just a load of people with a New Year's resolution.
They just want to fuck shit up, don't they?
They're like New Year, new me.
It's ridiculous.
But I think what Ukraine have shown to Russia is funny.
Oh, it is
because they've held off the biggest army in the world like it's nothing.
Yep.
I mean, they've had a lot of casualties there, and you've got to respect that they've lost a lot.
But they fought back hard and well, and I fully respect you for doing that.
And the backing they've got is incredible.
Yeah.
Which I think if I was just Putin, just give up. Like he's fighting for 2 states. Has he not got enough?
2 states.
He's Donbass, and the one just above it. I can't remember what it's called. It's a Donbass region, and there's another region just above it, which is
Oh right.
because he wants to reenact the old
Soviet Union.
which
Yeah.
was Ukraine, Belarus, Estonia, Latvia, those sort of countries. But he's never going to do that because this
Everyone's in NATO over there,
yeah,
so I don't know.
well, everyone's in NATO, but also why would you want to give up your independence?
Mm.
You've been a country finally.
How big they are?
I don't care. Half of it's snow.
Ridiculous.
Half of it's snow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 75% of Russia is uninhabitable.
Oh, is it
It's from
really?
Siberia.
Wow.
So unless you want to freeze your nuts off,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think Siberia has a total population of like 6,000 people,
Wow.
60,000 people,
That's unbelievable.
because you can't live in that
It's not
environment
incompatible with life, really. Oh wow.
unless you want to fight off polar bears and snow leopards. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, that's a question I've got for you.
oh yeah, they're gone.
What's the biggest animal you think you're taking a fight? I've always said a cow for me.
You think you take on a cow?
Easy. Right. You get a cow. So obviously to aggravate
A
the
cow,
yeah.
mate. They can flatten you, and they probably run faster than you.
I'm agile.
I'm not saying you're slow, but I reckon a cow can
No,
outrun
but I'm
you.
agile.
What you just go?
No, but right. Obviously, to get a cow's attention, you got to kick its calf. So it's whether you want to kick a
Yeah, and it'll fucking kick you back.
nah, because the calf's gonna be like run away crying because it's a little kid.
Oh, sorry, calf. Sorry, I actually thought you meant the calf of the cow and not the baby cow. Fuck's sake, retarded. That's the first thing I go to.
So right, you got the cow coming
Okay,
towards you.
sure. Go on.
Little drop of the shoulder.
Right.
And then you get a run up, and you just slide under it,
Right.
grab the udders,
Okay.
yank,
Right.
and the whole cow will just tip.
Okay. I mean, I like your plan. You've definitely thought about
I
this.
thought a lot about it.
But my God, that is never going to happen.
Well, I'm never gonna actually fight a cow.
Yeah, but you got to slide down across grass that's always thick,
Nah, muddy grass. You think about in football.
and you're going to grab the udders perfectly.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a superhero action.
Mate,
Like,
there's 4 to choose from.
I mean, who was the man that fought to create milk from udders? Who was in that position to go like that?
I don't know.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
I reckon. I don't know. It must be an evolutionary thing because every animal has, like, every mother has udders or teats to the young. So it must be an evolutionary thing. You say that about anything though. Like, who thought? Like, I saw a TikTok the other day, and he's like, things humans do that we shouldn't be this good at. When you actually think about it, it's really impressive.
Okay.
So just standing up.
Yeah.
If you stand up and close your eyes,
Yeah.
you can feel every single like micro movement your legs are doing to keep you balanced up.
Yeah.
That is so hard to do.
Mm.
And the other one was drawing. How have we got this ability to see something and just put it on paper? Like, why are we so good at that? Like, what's the need for that?
But I think that's down to like photographic, like the memory and the
Yeah,
brain.
I mean, I shouldn't
brain.
say that because that's my job.
Yeah.
As a graphic designer, it's not really the best thing to be saying.
So coming back to your conversation, your question, kangaroo.
Fine, no.
Yep.
No.
Easily.
A kangaroo would kill you.
No, it wouldn't.
It'd hop and.
Yeah, well, it could hop over me. I ain't fucking doing shit.
You said a kangaroo box.
I would love to fight a kangaroo.
Why?
It would
You
be
had the
so
chance.
funny. I did.
Australia.
Yes, I did. But I didn't see it. I actually didn't see a single kangaroo, which was really shocking.
You didn't see.
No, not a single one.
Actually, saying that, when I went to New Zealand, I saw one kiwi.
Kiwi?
Like the bird.
Really?
Yeah, that's their national. That's
quite a common thing to see.
It's their national animal. Saw one.
Yeah, I didn't see a kangaroo.
Because they're not
I saw
venomous.
more crocodiles than kangaroos.
That's fair.
I mean, I wouldn't take on a crocodile. Because I love them to
Yeah.
bits.
Also, crocodiles, you need about 15 men to keep one down. Like saltwater, like a big,
No,
big 20-foot.
I think you could defeat one.
A saltwater crocodile.
In water or on land?
Both. Either way.
Well, I think there's a difference.
Even on land.
On land.
Have you seen Robert Owen?
Yes.
Mate, he needs about 10 people to help.
Yeah, it's because he's not quite like his dad though, is he?
His dad needs about.
Nah, his dad was good. He'd just stab it in the back of the, like, he's got a pea-sized brain. Stab it in the eye. It can't see.
You know
And
exactly.
stab it in the brain.
You're going to penetrate the bone.
Absolutely.
Penetrate the
Yep.
skull.
And it's dead.
And the arm.
What do you think? So let me give you this example. How do you think tigers and leopards kill crocodiles?
Mate, look at their mouths and their jaw power.
But what do they do? What do they grab onto?
They bite into it.
Into what?
Their skull. Yeah, because they've got
and they're dead. They're hopeless.
because their jaw power is like
They're
3,000
hopeless.
psi.
They're hopeless.
The pressure they get.
They're hopeless. So if I stab them,
You've just called a crocodile hopeless.
yeah, but I think crocodiles are the most amazing animals in my opinion. So I kind of
But-
contradict
so
myself there, but
you called the most hopeless animal an animal that survived the dinosaurs.
no, hopeless in terms of not survivability.
How
but like
they've survived
if I
the
did that,
dinosaurs.
that's how I defeat it. I don't think it'd be
With
that
what?
difficult. Just like I get a sword.
What sword? A
I'll
long
just go and buy a
What,
sword.
you're gonna get Excalibur and be like, here you go,
There you
King
go.
Arthur.
Done.
It's like reversing King Arthur, putting the sword back in the
If I
stone.
put a sword in your head, you'd be dead.
Exactly,
So
but
it's the same
I've
principle.
not got a crocodile head, do I?
Yeah, but it's smaller. In fact, it's easier to penetrate.
No, it's easier to penetrate my head than
No, it'd be easier to penetrate a
How?
crocodile head because it's flatter.
Yeah, but
Yours
they've
is
got-
more
They've
round.
got armored skin and a massive skull.
Yeah, but
It's like penetrating an actual tank.
no.
Yes.
I think anyway. Kangaroo is where I'm going. I'd love to fight a kangaroo.
Have you seen a kangaroo box?
No.
You don't want to see it. Also, kangaroos can box and kick. They like.
Yeah, well, I can hit it. I can kick it back.
Mate, they can jump 40 foot.
I can whack it in the
It's
bollocks.
not 40 foot, 40 meters.
They have bollocks, right?
Obviously, every male animal is bollocks. You idiot.
Well, actually, I don't know about that.
Jellyfish don't.
Jellyfish.
They don't
Thank
have
you.
brains.
Octopus don't.
You don't know that. They got 3 hearts.
They do. Yeah, I reckon it would be kangaroo for me.
You're deluded.
Okay.
I think a cow is less deluded than a kangaroo.
That's ridiculous. A cow is just as bad as a bull for me.
No, because I wouldn't fight a bull.
Well, then you.
Bulls don't have udders. My whole plan, brothers.
Oh, runs on udders.
Yeah. My whole plan runs on udders.
But how are you getting? How are you getting close to a mountain goat?
I might stumble across one in town.
Right.
Look, bears walk around cities in America.
Yeah, but like the grizzly bears.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah, there are grizzlies in people's gardens. There's like videos of them.
Okay, I think I might have to just kill myself.
Like Alaska and stuff. Like in Alaska, they'll
Yeah, but that's a little bit more like
still
out and about and like
in Alaska, like
quite
the big
far out. It's like
far out. No, because well, you say that Australia in the outback,
yeah,
people live there.
yeah. But I'm saying a grizzly bear is going to be obviously more common and
No, because
easier
in
to roam
Australia,
about.
you can get a fucking Sydney funnel web spider in Sydney.
Yeah.
That's one of the deadliest spiders in the world.
Yeah,
There's deadly animals anywhere, all shapes and sizes.
I think I'd survive a bite from that. Yep.
They'll kill you in a minute.
No,
What, you just tell yourself I'm not been bitten?
I'd piss on
You
it.
know, that doesn't work.
No, I'd piss on it.
It doesn't work.
It would.
It's factually incorrect.
What? Okay,
It doesn't work.
I'd piss on it.
No, because you don't feel the bite.
Right.
Because like, it's
What
like
do you mean you don't feel the bite? Of course
genuinely-
you feel the
no, you
bite.
don't, but, no, because they're so quick with it, you don't feel it.
Oh.
You might feel like a prick, but
Hmm.
you won't feel it.
Yeah, I'd probably be dead within a few seconds.
So
You got anything else that you want to talk about now? We move off that topic of animals. Interest for like graphic design.
I've got such a broad knowledge
Hmm.
of this stuff. Graphic design is what I want to do because I like creating, but I like illustrating as well.
Okay. You're a good drawer.
Yeah, I mean it sounds a bit cocky, but
No, go for it. You got to be
But
proud of what you do.
yeah, but I can draw. So but the issue is illustrator and graphic designer are different.
Okay.
The graphic design is more like posters, flyers, logos, stuff like that, or like website stuff, or emails and stuff like that. Illustrators like drawing, like actual drawings, post like pictures. I've thought about game covers, but I think it's more I want to get into a role where I can just sit there and enjoy it. I don't worry about going into work, or I don't. I feel like if you're at work, and you don't feel like you're at work. That's the goal.
Okay. So like work from home or
No, not necessarily, but like doing something you love
yeah,
or
great.
or you've dreamt of doing for a while. You don't feel like you're really working.
So did you grow up with sort of a knack to being a good drawer, or is it something?
Well, I think I tried copying my brother because my brother's an incredible artist. He's a
Is he?
concept artist.
Is it what? Sorry.
Concept artist.
Oh, what does that
So,
mean?
say in games or films and stuff, when you see the big, like, I don't know, you should view in films. Lord of the Rings, you seen that?
No, I have not seen it, but I
Name it-
know the concept.
Okay, so
Okay,
say like in Lord of the Rings, there's a big castle animated and stuff,
right.
and it looks amazing and stuff. My brother will draw the concept art for that, so he'll draw that scene, and then it gives the animators a base of what to go off.
Oh wow.
Or he'll design like game characters, like animals and stuff like that.
Jeez.
So he can do a lot. So that's what. So and he's always drawn. So I think I've always tried to. I don't know. My dad's an engineer as well, so he's done industrial drawing.
Oh, so it's kind of sort of in the family a little bit.
So it runs through the family, the creative side.
Okay.
And I've always had a knack for it, but I've never really pursued it.
Do you have like any ideas where you want to go long term, like in terms of like for a company or?
My dream company is to work for McLaren and Lego, like McLaren F1 and Lego.
Interesting.
Just because I think
Well, you love McLaren, that's for sure.
And their HQ is amazing.
Yeah, I've never been there. Isn't it in Woking?
Yeah.
That's really close.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
And then Lego is just fun, like just building Lego. I mean, not for everyone, but
it's fair. I mean, do you do like? I mean, I appreciate you're looking for a job at the moment, so hopefully you get on well with that.
Thank you.
You got like any sort of side hustles and stuff that you do?
I'm going to start on Etsy.
You what?
I'm going to start an Etsy store.
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. Of what though? Anything
like posters, so drawings.
Nice.
I've got a few in mind. The issue is I spoke to someone who's done it, and you need to get a portfolio, a build up of work first.
Yeah.
Before you start it, otherwise you can have nothing to sell.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of doing stuff for that. I don't know really. I mean, I could be your technician quite easily. Knowledge in different areas.
Yeah, I feel like you do.
I'm quite a quick learner as well.
Okay.
So once I see someone do it, I can do it.
Okay, straight. Oh, that's good.
Like not straight away, but like I get an idea of how to do it.
Okay.
I
mean, is there anything like that you've learned, or that because there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I am learning.
What do you want to know? What questions do you have for me?
What questions?
Is there anything I know or do that you've always wanted to know how? Because I feel like me and you have some.
Do you think like? Let me just go back to drawing then quickly. Do you think drawing's just you have the talent, and if you?
Oh no, drawing's so easy to do.
Yeah, but like, you have it or you don't.
No, not at all.
Because I can barely draw.
You can train yourself to draw
a house. Like it's terrible.
So the issue with most people when they draw, they do it like they try to be careful, but it's all one stroke. Like you, so when you draw a house, you're probably like that.
Yeah.
You're not taking any time in with each. Oh, the pencil here.
Okay.
Like an imaginary pencil. So when I draw, when I say I'm doing a study of like a picture or something, you've got to meticulously do every single bit.
Okay.
You got to take your time with it. So, but you got to brush. You got to make every stroke or every sketch count.
Yeah, I suppose I've always like been under the impression that if you've got the talent for it, you've got it or you don't. Unless you can develop it with drawing, but
there's obviously you got to have some base talent if you really want to do it, but you can also train yourself that talent. Like it's not something that you can never do. There are some people I know who train themselves to draw over years. So it's not something.
Oh, really?
It's not something no one can ever do. It's probably one of the easiest things to learn to do.
Okay.
Like I don't know how to explain, but you've just got to. When I draw, I sketch. So I do little things like that, like little strokes, with the pencil. I'm not just doing one line, because when you do one line, you make one mistake, and you have to go back and do it. Whereas if you take your time with each stroke and each aspect of the drawing, and what I do in my brain, I separate the drawing into sections. So I'll focus on one section first, and then once that's right, you move on, and then slowly it's like a puzzle.
Build a picture. Yeah, I'd have to learn that, but I've got no real interest, unfortunately, for that.
Yeah, you got to have an interest in it. Obviously, like, I probably never know how to use a CPR machine or something.
I tell you what, it'd be so funny to just get in a room and watch all of you guys use it.
My only knowledge of a defibrillator comes from The Office, when Dwight. Yeah.
Staying alive, and he gets this knife and then goes.
Yeah, he cuts off the face.
What are you doing?
That's my only knowledge of a defibrillator.
Okay, what sort of your favourite films then?
Martian's my favourite film. The Martian.
Is that the Moon one? No, the Mars one.
Mars one, yeah.
I've always wanted to watch that.
Such a good
film. I don't know why I never have.
Such a good film.
Is it?
I don't know why I like it so much. I think it's the idea of. Space scares me so much.
Why does it scare you?
I think it's how big it is and how little we know about it. Because light years, I explain it to people and it freaks them out then.
Right.
So if something's 4 light years away,
Yeah.
that means it's 4 years away.
Okay.
But the light takes 4 years. There is light years because it takes 4 years to get to us.
Right.
So if we look at a planet that's 4 years away, we would see it how it was 4 years ago. We'd never. So say someone
So you're never like in the present.
No. So say
wow.
there's a planet 65 million years away. They'd look at Earth now, say they can. They'd see dinosaurs.
What
Because
the
the
fuck?
light's taken them that long to get there.
Wow.
So that's why I think the idea of that's how space works, and also the fact in 30,000 years apparently everything's just going to be matter.
What here?
Like yeah, I mean no Earth.
Wow.
Everything just be matter.
Damn.
I don't know. I think the concept of life is just a bit like the concept of that space was nothing, and then the Big Bang happened, or everything was.
Do you think the Big Bang happened, or was other?
Big Bang
Oh, okay.
happened. I think science has proved that.
Mm.
I'm not discrediting any religion. I'm an agnostic, so I think I think there is a higher power. I just don't know what it is.
Yeah, the science is fascinating. I used to love, well, I still do, like physics at A level and GCSE. It was absolutely fascinating.
I think one of my favourite quotes comes from Ricky Gervais. And
what legend he is!
He said in one of his comedy shows, he was talking about the difference between religion and science.
Okay.
He said if you got rid of everyone's knowledge of science and religion, got rid of all the books, all the evidence of everything, and all of it out of your mind, in 1,000 years, you would have all the science will be discovered again. You have the same books, same everything, but religion, you'd believe in a whole different set of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it is a belief at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's what you said when you go back to the udders thing. Someone just decided to wear milk with udders. Who just decided this guy's Jesus?
Well, yes. Well,
maybe someone was Jesus. There's a bit of controversy.
Yeah.
There probably was a Jesus.
Have that conversation with Elliot sometimes. See how he'll recite.
I think
probably loads of shit here.
I mean, I talk a lot because I grew up with a few Christians, and
Sure.
I asked them, when do you think dinosaurs were? Because in Christianity, the Earth's only 6,000 years old.
Oh, really?
And man walked with dinosaurs. That could be wrong, but from what I've read.
Oh, wow.
And I asked my mate that, and he said, yeah, 6,000.
Wow.
So it's an entirely different mindset. I think it's something I'll never be able to crack into.
Okay.
Because I feel like obviously Elliot he's probably the exception. He wasn't Christian, then he became Christian, didn't he?
Well, no, he was always Christian. He's just like baptized and found himself. I think would be the.
I've been baptized, but I don't identify as Christian.
Oh, okay.
Well, how are you at the moment?
I'm right.
Yeah. What's going on with you? I feel like this is.
What questions do you have for me then? Go on, let's do this.
Got a load of questions for you.
Have you?
I don't. I don't know. I think I want to know how you run your mindset, because your mind.
That's what I was gonna say. Mindset. Before we get onto that,
Yeah.
quote. What's your favourite quote? Is that your favourite quote? That one?
Well, the old Angry Gin.
Yeah.
I don't really have a favourite quote. I don't.
Because I have one that I reckon might help you.
Okay.
But I want to hear yours first.
I genuinely don't have one.
You don't have one. I have like a list of quotes that I just find or read or whatever, and I think this one will be quite useful for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I need to just word it properly in my head first because it probably might come out.
Just write it down. I mean, you can say it and you can then cut it out and then add the bit where you say it right.
So the fears you don't face become your limits. How about that?
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'll give you an example, like your fear of heights.
Yeah, big one.
Still the case?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've tried to conquer it.
So for me, I faced it.
What
I
Madeira?
just went and did it. Like I did hiking with Elliot. I did DV. I went on the paragliding and just faced it.
I've tried to face it,
Okay.
and I've got better. But like when we were on the mountain in Madeira.
Oh yeah, that I would never have done that, but that was great.
See, I could do it, but I think it's like, so my 3 biggest fears are heights, deep water.
Yes, I remember you saying that.
It's a mix between storms and silence.
I reckon silence would be worse.
I think I hate being home alone.
Do you?
I have to have background noise.
Okay, that's interesting.
The idea of me of us, say we were just sitting here, I was just sitting here,
Yeah.
dead silence, and I just hear movement upstairs or something, it freaks me out.
Oh, really?
I think
Wow.
just silence in general, I can't handle it because I'm like, there has to be noise.
Yeah, that's
Because
crazy.
I think when there's silence, I start thinking,
Oh, yeah.
and then my mind takes over.
Oh, wow.
So, and I don't like my mind.
Crazy.
So
That's insane. I didn't know that.
yeah, it's like when I go to sleep, I often don't go to sleep for about 2-3 hours after I
Do you
shower.
listen to music before you go to sleep,
I
or like
try
white noise?
The issue is I don't want to rely on it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
sometimes that might.
yeah, I do when it's really bad. But when I shut my eyes, it's like my brain awakes, and then
Okay.
that's like I have my main issue is anxiety.
Yeah, I mean everyone has
Yeah.
anxiety.
So like, and I'm a big overthinker.
Same.
So
I relate to you on that page, buddy.
yeah, so like every time I go to bed, I think about everything I've said that day.
I've got a book for you, and it's on that table.
Okay,
I haven't finished reading it yet.
cool. I mean, I've tried counselling, so I did.
Depends what.
I don't think Doug helped. Obviously, that's not helped with all of us.
Yeah,
All
of
of
course,
us have
it
been through
affects
like
everyone in
that.
different
So,
ways.
but I don't think I've ever gotten over it. I don't think any of us.
Do you think the counselling? You didn't really say it benefited
It
you
made
in
it
any way,
worse
did it?
because
They were trying to eliminate your thinking
yeah,
of the thought.
they were trying to get me to picture. Because I saw Doug when football ended. Me and George said goodbye to him,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then obviously
That was it.
she was trying to get me to take that picture in my mind,
Yeah,
take all the color and sound out of it and the emotion,
that's
and box
stupid.
it up and blow it away.
So stupid.
And that made it worse because I was like, I don't want to lose that memory.
You should never lose that memory.
But so I think that was the start of, and then
So does that lead to any questions you got for me then? Because you said, but you touched on mindset.
yeah, I think. I mean, I would say in our group you're probably one of the strongest mentally. Like
Okay, I appreciate that.
nothing really phases you.
Okay.
So I guess it's more, how do you take criticism and not and learn
Okay.
from it?
Okay. I think Rahul touched on something on this that I praised him for. I used to be really bad at taking criticism, like even from my mum
Yeah.
or like anyone. I hated it because it's like I want to be right. I want to.
Mm.
And Elliot, for example, a bit of context. At A level, me and him used to like battle hard,
Yeah.
and he helped me so much by making it harder for me. I challenged myself to try and be better than him.
Yeah.
Obviously, I knew that was never going to be the case. He couldn't even read a fucking textbook and still get an 8 star in physics. Like, it's a joke. But for me, I just got to a point where it was like, in order for me to move on with my life, I need to accept that any criticism that I get is not negative towards me. It will only make me a better person.
Yeah.
And that's all I have is a focus on me becoming a better person.
Yeah.
Like the first episode we did, I wanted everyone to like critique it as best as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, a bit of positive stuff is great to hear.
Mm-hmm.
But Elliot was great. I mean, you were very helpful, and it just made me focus on my goals.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's helpful. I think I don't know how to take. I think like last year, a lot of it was due to like, I think I felt like I was distant from you lot.
Sure, yeah.
Obviously, you don't know how someone's feeling until they say.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
There's not really a reason for you not to make the joke.
Yeah.
Because you didn't know it was affecting me. So,
but you know, at the end of the day, like I keep saying, that it's just our group.
I mean, I just say the same for me with you because when you were bigger, you the jokes we would make about that used to affect you a lot.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
And you said that, and you came out and said that, and we tried to stop. Obviously, it's not stopped.
It's
but you've learned how. I think what I want to do is learn how to take it, and because I feel like I can take certain things, but there are certain topics. Once they're mentioned, I don't want to be involved anymore. And I try not to bring it up, but sometimes they get brought up without me initiating it.
I mean, do you feel like sometimes it's a case of talking to people about? Have you started to do that more often? No.
I can't talk to people. I don't know. It doesn't come out how it should do in my head.
Okay, right.
I end up stuttering a lot because I'm trying to piece it together, but I don't know how to.
Okay.
It's like I can't form words when I'm trying to. I hate talking about myself. I hate talking about deep conversations.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind talking about deep, but I hate talking about myself. Like whenever I get like an award, or something.
Oh,
I hate it.
yeah.
It's not as much as I appreciate the award being given.
Mm.
Like the things that I do are for the benefit of myself, but other people as
Yeah.
well. And I don't like that praise
Yeah.
that comes towards me.
And I
I
think
hate it.
my biggest struggle is because I don't like talking, and I feel like there's such a stigma that men can't talk,
Yeah.
and because of that, and I've always way I've been brought up is to be strong, be just move on, keep going. That's because I haven't spoken.
Mm.
So, but I feel like I haven't been able to speak because I don't know how to bring it up. There's no real way of understand. Everyone has got different experiences. So
Absolutely.
there's no way anyone can truly understand how someone's feeling. And I think that's what makes it hard for me because I can try articulate what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no one's ever going to truly understand it, and everyone's going to have different opinions about my situation.
Absolutely.
But it's ultimately, and something I really struggle with decision making. Is ultimately my decision to go how I go forward. So it's
Yeah. Absolutely. You
it
just got to see whether. I mean, sometimes you make decisions and they might not be the right ones.
yeah
That obviously, I'm sure
yeah
impacts your decision making in the future.
yeah for sure. I think I think the start of this year I
Yeah.
started to taking accountability for my actions.
I think there's been a slight change I've seen. I feel.
And I want to keep doing that.
Yeah. Good.
Obviously, obviously I got made redundant, so it's been a bit
Yeah.
been
That's
hit a bit.
that shit. Yeah.
But it's
But you've taken it well. You've looked at another
yeah
job. You started the gym.
yeah.
You focused on
I'm
things
trying
that
to
are
scrap myself a
exactly.
little bit.
That's good.
It's just when something keeps nagging at you that much,
Mm.
and everything's still going against you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a hard thing to take, which is what's going on at the moment. Like I felt like I was slowly going up, and now I'm going back down again. But it's not something I'll ever talk about because I feel like it's something that'll always be there.
Sure.
And as long as people know,
You should probably talk to my mum.
yeah,
My mum even suggested it. Like, my mum is like one of the people that you could just talk to anything about, and she'd just listen.
yeah.
Probably offer you some advice, but
I mean, I don't because I can't. Yeah, I don't really like to speaking to people closest to me about it.
yeah, that's
I
the
can't speak
hardest
to my
thing.
family about it. I can't
Yeah.
speak to girlfriend.
Yeah.
I can. The thing is, I know I can. I don't want to because
That's how. So you've developed a tradition of how it used to be back in the old days, like men through war.
yeah,
They would just literally just bottle it up, not talk about it, go for alcohol, and just forget about it.
yeah. I
Like
mean, I
be
could
a man.
probably. I'll let you decide whether you want to keep this in or not because it is very personal
Oh,
to me.
yeah, I probably won't.
But obviously 2019 incident,
Yeah.
I tried to kill myself.
Yeah.
So, and that was because I bottled it up and bottled it up. And there's things that it gets to that point. I'm never gonna do it.
But have you learned to prevent yourself getting to that again, or not?
Yeah, when I do, I say something. I think it's
Okay.
pretty obvious now when I'm in that state
Sure.
because I don't speak to anyone.
Yeah.
My room is a nightmare. Like it's
Really?
everything's everywhere.
Quite a tidy bloke though.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
and I don't know how to have a conversation. My social skills go, which you probably
Yeah.
realise.
Yeah.
When I'm focusing on the negatives, I only focus on the negatives, and I can't face that away. So if I'm speaking to someone and all I can think about is negative stuff, I don't know how to.
That book, genuinely, that book, I think might help.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it doesn't. Everyone's
No, I
different.
appreciate it. Once you're done reading it, I'll have a look.
Um,
But it's I don't know. I don't know if you've ever experienced it at all or.
I definitely. I mean, in my bowls, for example, he'll laugh, George, when he fucking every time he asks me what I'm doing, because he phones me every Wednesday.
Yeah.
You come football? No. What are you doing? Bowls? Yeah. Every week. I get to a point where I lose so many games, and I get into this. I got into a negative loop cycle. And don't get me wrong, that should not. There are people that are experiencing far worse issues that I'm like, why am I worrying about? It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
game. I mean, yours is by far worse for what was going on, and I'm like, why am I worrying about the game? And then that's where I developed like this mindset to just be like, it's just a game.
That's what I want because that's why I don't speak
Yeah.
because I think I don't want people to think I'm trying to be an attention seeker or
No, not
I'm
at all.
trying to make my issues worse. And because when I think about it, the amount of shit going on in the world,
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I've got a cushy life. Like I've got a house, I've got a family, I've got a girlfriend. I don't just all I don't have is a job.
Sometimes it's facts like that that make you realise a little bit. I mean, the thing I said about Rahul as well, like Rahul with what he goes through and it will go through
Yeah.
for the rest of his life is something that no one of his age should ever fathom. It's
Yeah, exactly.
unbelievable. I mean, he has, he has daily occurrences of what happened, and that is shit.
And that's why I don't like bringing it up.
But you've got to bring it up if you feel like it's an issue, because then it's never going to get solved. It's going to be in your head, and it's going to be like a
Yeah, no, I get that. I just
spiral.
didn't, I compare myself to how other people
Yeah.
would be and that other people's situations. And I think if mine's not as bad as that, then why should I be worrying?
That's fair.
So
Do you have any other questions for me? Be absolutely anything.
yeah,
Think about
I
it.
do have one. I think
on.
obviously you're a paramedic,
Yeah.
so every shift must be different. But are you nervous? Do you ever get
Always.
nervous?
Always.
Are you nervous when the job comes, or are you nervous when you're just driving around?
When the job comes down.
Why?
That initial. So when you press the button, go available on radio.
Yeah.
That initial waiting period for a job, and then you get the sound of the jobs coming down. That is by far always the most nervous.
Yeah.
Because it could be absolutely anything.
What's the situation that scares you the most?
I've been in a couple, but I think through experience, I've either had someone there to help me through it, or I've just got experience to deal with it on my own. I'd probably say if it's like a maternity job, and there's two, like the baby and the mother, and there's complications.
Yeah.
That's one, and another one is an elderly faller that's fallen down the stairs that's got like a traumatic brain injury.
Oh yeah.
Because that hits personal.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know why it hits personal to me, but I have an extra level of sympathy.
Yeah. Well, do you think, following on from that, then, do you think your role and what you've been through has helped you grow?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, in so many ways, it's taught me a lot about community. I mean, I can talk to absolutely anyone now. I was quite a shy kid, so I couldn't talk to many people. The job has made me communicate a lot better. Manage shit on your own is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Because their life's dependent on you when you really need it.
Yeah.
And that's your registration gone out the window. It's your 3-year degree gone out the window if you fuck up real bad. But then at the end of the day, they know that you're there to help them.
Yeah.
Having a crewmate as well has made my confidence and ability astronomically
Your
better.
confidence has risen massively.
Yeah.
Is that because you know there's someone there to help you, or is it because they're sort of relying on you as well?
So I mean, my crewmate's been in a job a while. Having his experience is vital, but also he looks at help for me sometimes, and likewise, we work well with each other. So it definitely helps having an extra pair of hands. But the community that we have in the area that we work is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like we all know each other. There's like 200 staff. We all know each other in our complex. Like it is such a unity that nowhere else in the service really has that. You can go do overtime, work with someone you've not worked with before.
It's interesting. I think I've always looked at your job and thought the shit you must see and how you overcome that.
It's that initial when the job comes down, your mind is got to be mentally prepared for whatever that is.
Can you? So say you see a job and you're like, shit, I don't know if I can do that.
There's no choice.
Yeah, there is no choice.
There's no choice. You can't have that mindset because then it's like. So I always prepare for the worst case scenario for any job.
Yeah.
So if it comes down with chest pain, I'm thinking heart attack, cardiac arrest. If it's a maternity, I'm thinking complications. There's 2 people. I'm thinking of so much now from my experience.
Yeah.
That when I first was a student, it was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'll go to like cardiac arrest. I'm going to be doing chest compressions.
Yeah.
To like, I'm going to have to manage the scene all on my own here for like 5-10 minutes until I get back up. It's horrible.
Yeah, I can imagine. You're still ambulance right now.
Yes. Yeah. So I've been over 2 years, and then I'll do that. And I've got like a cast comment coming up in September.
Yeah.
Which I really look forward to. And I want to progress that to like.
So you asked me what my goals were.
Yeah.
What's your goal with the NHS, and what's your personal goals currently?
Okay, start with life goals in my job. I have a job where I can, similar to what I do now, but have a wealth of experience.
Yeah.
So I want to treat people at the times that they need it. For example, in the helicopters, how they helped Doug and Rahul.
Yeah.
Basically like that.
Okay.
Because when people say thank you very much for your help, I'm like, yeah, thanks so much, but it's my job.
Yeah.
I want to be in a situation where I'm using time critical stuff
Yeah.
to help them get back to some sort of normal life as best as I can. I
Yeah.
get great. I don't want pleasure's not the right word, but I get like
Privilege.
privilege to actually help someone and be in a situation to help them to
Yeah.
make their life worthwhile.
Yeah.
And as for like personal goals, I want to ideally have like a house. I want to do some side hustles. I want to get onto the TV with my bowls.
Nice.
I want to travel the world and experience everywhere
Nice.
that I want to go.
Yeah.
So I'm ticking off places year by
So
year.
you said about trading as well.
Yeah,
Is
forex
that
trading.
you're gonna pursue?
So I've started doing forex trading. My crewmate that I spoke to about it was like, I think it should be like a school taught thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's unbelievable. Firstly, how cool it is, but how interesting the financial markets work.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Like,
I don't think people. I think I had a little insight to it because obviously you and a few others in our group have got into it, and it's proper complicated.
it is.
I think because no one really understands it.
No.
That's why no one gets into it.
So I got recommended by a guy at work. He was like, "Oh, just go on this website and it will tell you how to do it." He has a set strategy and everything, but he doesn't invest the money because he's like he's got family, kids. He he does that as a hobby. He loves it, but wouldn't put money into it. And I'm like, you've got a strategy there.
Yeah.
Just think about what you can make
Does
from
he
that.
just demo stuff? Can he?
Yeah. So that's what. So I want to get the fundamentals under wraps in my head now, which I think I've done, and then just go on a demo and just work out a strategy, which I'm learning through. It's so fascinating.
What do you think is the most realistic thing you're going to get done first?
Probably the career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would probably be wise. But you never know. See what happens.
I mean, I could see you being a family man.
Yeah, I would love a family.
Mm.
Ideally 2 kids. I don't think anything
Yeah.
more than that is a bit. A boy and a girl, I think that's what I'd go with.
One's going to be called Cristiano.
Yeah, probably. I want. The thing is, I'd love to go. I'd love to own a season ticket holder at United. That's one of my dreams. Just to like go up there every time.
Yeah.
On a Saturday or Sunday when I'm not working.
Yeah.
And just watch a game.
I mean, you can't really do that now, can you? Because
it's expensive. Obviously, I live down here. Travel, and I want to travel the world. The problem is, this job is great for the moment with like having annual leave, going on holidays whenever you want. The money is an issue. Going to Tokyo is not cheap.
No, it's not. Flights.
I went on 4 holidays last year. I was not cheap.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of do little things like that every year.
Well, because obviously you say about Tokyo and traveling. I don't where if you take out Tokyo, because I think that's what I think you're doing that next year or so.
Yeah.
Where else do you want to go? Like, what's your?
That's a good question.
Because I know you said about going back to Australia.
Yeah, it's like a job. I reckon. It's what.
Do you want to go places like when you say traveling? Do you want to work as well, or do you want to just see places?
So there's a couple of probably. I reckon I'd want to work in say a couple of European countries.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
Is that as a paramedic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get a bit of experience. Not for a long time. Just to
Yeah.
get experience purely in a different area of the world. But in terms of traveling, I'd love to do South America in like a 6-month stint.
Nice.
Just do it all.
Yeah.
That I'd be fine with.
Oh, South America scares me a bit.
Does it?
I think because of how South America to me just seems like the Wild West. Like anything goes there, especially like the Brazilian favelas.
Now that you mention it, actually, I've actually put a list of all the places that I've looked on a world map that I'll be like, I want to go there. There's a few.
Would you ever do a thing where you like throw a dart at a world map and then go there?
No.
Would you not? You not?
But I wouldn't say no to that idea though.
To be that spontaneous.
Yeah, I mean that is quite a good idea because the spontaneous places tend to be the best place.
Yeah.
I went to Baku last year.
Yeah.
Never would have imagined going there. And oh my God, it was the most amazing country I've ever been to. So yeah, it could be an idea.
I don't know how much of. I think Baku's sort of the only attraction to Azerbaijan, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how much more there is.
Right. So look at what I don't know if you can see this. So these are the ones that I've done.
Yeah.
So Hawaii's one.
Okay. Thailand. No one.
India, Thailand, Malaysia, Dubai, obviously.
Malaysia, I'm surprised by.
Yeah, because my mum went there. She raved about it a lot, but I don't know how the food is going to go down well with me. Beijing.
Yeah.
South American 6-month tour. Netherlands.
Been to Netherlands.
You know why Netherlands?
Yeah.
Caribbean.
I mean, change Netherlands to Amsterdam then.
Yeah, true. Caribbean and Bora Bora, like the little island in the Caribbean.
Then St. Lucia.
Is that Caribbean?
Yeah.
Oh,
beautiful.
Looks
absolutely amazing.
Poland. I think Poland would be like a place to work.
What? Do you want to go like Krakow or somewhere?
Yeah, Warsaw probably. And there's some people that I used to work with that were Polish. Lovely, lovely. Talks about it a lot. Italy, but Italy is what I'd do if I was in a relationship, wife sort of thing. And I'd do the islands.
What, like Sicily and stuff? Why?
Quite a romantic sort of
You can do it on your own though.
stereotyped
Come in and
place.
why?
Oh, Italy islands. Yeah, so
Oh,
Italy
yeah.
probably like Rome
Yeah.
and Milan.
Naples.
Naples worth going to?
Pizza, apparently.
Hmm.
And the Amalfi Coast. There's a famous lake. It's a famous lake in the north. I can't remember what it's called.
So in terms of like America, I feel like I've done the American ones that I want to do.
What, LA, San Francisco?
Yeah, they were the two I wanted
New York,
to do.
don't you?
So I want to do New York and like Milwaukee, Chicago. Milwaukee
Well,
because
that's
I love the
basketball,
Bucks.
yeah.
And that'll be it for America for me. I have no real appeal for like maybe Texas actually. And Las Vegas actually. Forgot about that.
I'll be honest.
I'm gonna die there.
Well, no, because you're white.
True.
I think I've never had an interest in America. I've never had that want to be like. LA
fair.
doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
San Francisco I just did because
It was a
going.
group holiday.
Yeah. Like Canada to me offers so much more, and I think
I haven't got Canada.
it's
No, I
such
don't.
a beautiful place. It's like America but less intense, I'd say, because the people are nicer.
Yeah.
They actually have gun laws.
Yeah.
I think that's what scared me when we went to San Francisco was the guns.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I can understand that.
It's like when we're in the clubs and stuff, knowing that someone could just be carrying and anything can happen.
Well, that Mexican geezer, he could have just whipped something out in that Mexican shop.
Yeah, that was a scary.
The Scandinavian trio
I'd love to
in
go
one
to
go.
Iceland.
My cousin did that last month. Looked insane.
I'd love to do that.
Iceland, you said. Iceland looks insane.
Amazing.
Would love to go there.
Do it.
Is there any particular time you'd recommend going?
No, it
Doesn't
depends.
matter.
It depends because obviously it's going to be warmer in the summer.
Yeah.
Really, really cold in the winter.
Any volcanoes that erupt around a certain time? Or?
No, they're very random. I
Okay.
mean, I really wanted to. When I went, we just missed We just missed an eruption, and it was one where you could hike to it and see all the lava, lava.
Wow.
We missed that, which I was a bit gutted by.
Yeah.
But I would say if there is a volcano eruption and there is a tourist way to get to there, go to Iceland then, because even if it's not snowy, cold, the nature is. I've never seen anything like it. Like the terrain is mental. Like
What, in the nature as well?
there's no the animals. So no fun fact. Iceland has one native animal.
Well, the polar bear.
No, it's the Arctic fox.
Oh, right.
It's the only native animal to
Arctic
Iceland.
fox. Damn. Did you see one?
No.
No.
There's I don't think polar bears are quite rare in Iceland
Okay.
because it's sort of in the middle of nowhere. If you go to Greenland.
Greenland, yeah.
Because it's so much bigger and it's basically the North Pole. But what I mean by nature and stuff is the landscape. I'd probably say because you can be in Reykjavik, the capital, and you just go out. As soon as you go out there, you'll be 20-minute drive, a massive waterfall.
Oh, wow.
Just massive.
So the scenery is insane.
I can't describe it.
You have to be there to see it. Yeah.
It's like being in Lord of the Rings, or it's like being in a fantasy film.
Wow.
Or a game or something. Like it doesn't feel like it should be real for where we live, because obviously where we live is just trees and fields.
Yeah.
Whereas that is it's one phenomenon after another. Like we would see a big waterfall. There's just a little rainbow next to it because of the water vapor. Or there's black sand beaches everywhere, which I've never seen before. It's odd, black sand beaches, because it feels like you're walking on ash or tar or something.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
And we drove in an area where there are 24 active volcanoes in
Jesus.
a 10-kilometer radius.
Wow.
And there are 12 next to each other.
That's insane.
One of them was the one that erupted in 2010. I don't know the name of it.
Well, if it erupts, though, is it a problem?
Yeah. Big.
Is it fucked?
Yeah, fucked. Yeah, everyone's fucked.
Wow.
It's a huge volcano.
So it's quite risky then.
Oh, fully. There was another one we walked past.
See, there you go. There's the risk.
Yeah. There's another one we drove past called Hell's Gate.
Oh, that sounds fascinating.
It was the second biggest volcano in Iceland. The one that erupted is the biggest. It used to be known as Hell's Gate because it's got like, when it's erupting, it goes up like that.
Oh, fuck.
It's like together. It's like two I don't know the word, like fences going up, I guess. And you go up and it's like you're going into hell. And because if that erupts, it's very highly likely the
Everyone.
12 next to it will also erupt.
Fucking hell.
But also that's when it last erupted. It's overdue by like 10 years.
Wow.
So they're always monitoring them. But there's no super volcanoes in.
Oh, okay.
I've stayed on a super volcano.
Have you?
Yeah, New Zealand, Lake Taupo.
Oh, right.
It's a massive lake,
Yeah.
but it's an underground volcano. So the lake is 800 meters deep and like 3 kilometers in radius or something. It's huge, but it's a super volcano.
And it's never erupted?
No, once.
Fucking hell.
Like 10,000.
If that erupts as you're asleep.
Yeah. Well, it's like Yellowstone Park. That's a super volcano. Yellowstone's overdue an eruption.
Where's Yellowstone?
America.
I wouldn't
Like
have known
Montana or
that. Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
sorry to disappoint.
Very famous.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the film 2012? The year
The
we
year
were to die?
2012, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you know you were alive.
Yes.
That was when I'm not sure if this might be factually incorrect,
Oh, okay.
but all I know is Yellowstone volcano is the biggest volcano on Earth.
Right.
It's like the monster of all volcanoes. Like,
Where is it?
I
In America?
think
What, South America?
no, it's like central,
Oh.
or like I think it's like central west. That sort of
Oh,
way.
so it's quite deserted around that sort of area
It's
there.
national park. It's like all forest.
What?
It's like it might be like Montana or somewhere like that.
Bloody hell.
But it's and they've got a national park and loads of people live by it.
How does it... So why has it not erupted then for so many years?
I've got no idea.
Fucking hell.
But if that erupts, because of the amount of ash it will spew out, it could potentially destroy all life on Earth as we know it.
All life on Earth?
Because of the amount of ash, because obviously when ash...
I think you'd say at least just the whole of America.
like,
Holy fuck.
because when ash goes in the air, it travels, and because of the amount of ash it's going to spew out, it will cover the sky and the sunlight. There'll be no sunlight for like 6 months. So that will kill plants. If there's no plants, it kills animals. No animals kills humans.
Fuck.
So if you want to put life into perspective,
Wow.
then
Shit.
so that's why I think I'm really fascinated by nature and
Yeah, fucking hell, I could tell.
how powerful it is.
Bloody hell.
Because that's why I'm scared of the ocean as well. The amount of shit in the ocean that we don't know about,
Yeah.
like, it's fucked.
Mm.
The fact we know more about space than we do our own oceans is stupid.
Yeah,
that
that
shouldn't be a thing. But because space is easier, I guess, than the oceans. And not that we can breathe in either,
bloody hell.
but the pressure in our oceans is ridiculous.
I mean, there are other places. I mean, Hong Kong as well.
Oh, Hong Kong, to be fair, of all the cities, Hong Kong looks beautiful.
Czech Republic. I mean,
yeah. We don't need to get into that.
No. France, I don't know why France, but I think purely just Paris is all I'd say for that. But I need to experience that. I think.
Yeah, I don't.
Turkey, I don't know why.
You get your teeth done.
Maybe. Perth, I'd love to do the west side of
You
Australia.
only did East, didn't you?
Yeah. Mexico.
You did West, didn't you?
No, I didn't do it. It was
You did Sydney and stuff.
East, yeah.
That's where?
Sydney's east.
Oh no, you did, yeah.
And
yeah, sorry.
Mexico, Cuba, and Dominican Republic, and Guatemala. I don't know why Guatemala's on.
Why Cuba?
Some very good-looking women out there. But my favourite country that I really reckon will be the best will be Morocco.
Why?
It absolutely looks amazing.
Sandra went to Morocco, didn't he?
Yeah, and he talks about it a lot as being really good. The quad bike in the desert, the tours you can get out there. I'd probably go out there for a tour on my own. I reckon would be really good as a solo travel.
Would you ever solo travel like?
Yeah,
that's
how to do it.
Just Morocco.
And then the thing is,
you've done solo things on your own before, haven't you?
Yeah, I'd like to. I've become more solo for sure. But if I was to do South America, I'd have to do that with one person, purely because of like safety.
Yeah.
But also to share the memories.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I think on my own it's not the same.
Do you think you would have more fun traveling, say with one of our group, or with a partner?
Depends who it was out of our group, and where.
I think who you're closest to.
Because this is the thing. I asked Rahul this before the podcast, and he couldn't. I was equally the same with everyone.
I to be fair, I think now would be George or Sand.
Okay.
because you three are sort of like a little
So
trio.
Dubai, Sanj.
That's fair.
Yeah, it depends where. Because I'd probably say mates over a partner, purely because I'm not in a relationship, so I might be more biased
Yeah,
towards that.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's a good question to ask yourself then. I presume you'd go with Keely on a holiday then.
What, traveling? Well, we
Yeah.
I think
Or like with one mate. If you had the opportunity to go for a month with someone,
it depends where, because I'd never take Keely like we did to Hungary. I'd never do that with her because
sure.
that's like,
Would you take her to New Zealand?
oh yeah,
Would she go though?
yeah,
Would that be something she'd be interested in?
yeah. The thing is, I think the issue with a lot of places like New Zealand and stuff is everyone's interested. Like, I think,
Okay.
I mean, I don't. You're interested in New Zealand, aren't you?
A little bit. I mean, it's not even on my list to be honest.
True. I think I don't know. I'd probably New Zealand if I was traveling for a month and and I knew Keely would want to go, I would take her.
So, I mean, I don't know that well. Do you reckon she'd go to South America if you went there for a month? Yeah, I don't
I
think
mean,
she
I
would go.
wouldn't.
Oh, you wouldn't go
I
either.
It's hard for me with South America because I'd only go for football. There's all the Amazon I'd love to see, but I'm not sure where or what to do there. South America is so far from what we know,
Yeah.
like because it's sort of just on its own.
I'd probably do it with George.
Why could you be a bodyguard?
It'd be so funny. We'd have a great time. Or even Elliot. Elliot's a great sort of
Elliot, I
be
think
with.
if you add context to Elliot, he's very sensible, very like knowledgeable.
Yeah, but he loves a night out. He could be a
He does.
devil.
Whereas, how would you add context to George? How would you describe George?
George is the fattest bloke in the group.
Personality wise.
Has no father.
Whoa, that might be fair.
No, he's got a good head on him now.
He does. He's very sensible.
In his own right. In his
When he
own
wants
right.
to be.
Yeah, yeah.
When he wants to
He's
be.
got a good head on him, but he's got banter. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's got banter.
You can chat to George about anything for
It's
hours.
fucking hilarious.
But I think to be fair, both of them you'll be fine because I mean even you're all
Well, yeah.
switched on. Like you're not gonna be I don't think anyone in our group would put themselves in danger.
Yeah, I would have said George might have done, but not anymore.
Yeah, maybe.
When he was a bit younger.
Yeah. But I feel like we've all grown up a bit.
Yeah.
No one's gonna the only time
Maybe me, if it was really retarded.
No, I feel like you're stupid when you're trying to impress people.
Yeah, probably.
When you're trying to impress like us lot, or
Yeah,
if you were trying to impress a girl,
yeah,
you would do fucking anything.
yeah, yeah,
Which is, and you, especially when you're drunk.
yeah.
Obviously, I know you don't drink anymore.
It's a different side.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen a switch in behaviour as much.
So funny.
It's mental.
It's actually quite worrying. I think that was a big reason why it was on top of health that it was like I'm a completely different person.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's even the fact you're that different. I think it's just you get a new level of confidence.
Yeah, maybe.
Which you're obviously very confident now.
Yeah, but there were some things I would never do if I wasn't on alcohol.
I think when you're drunk, you have no filter.
Yeah.
There's no filter in your brain.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that is actually very
There's
true.
no filter to be like, maybe I should not do this, or maybe I should not say this.
If I was drinking now, this would be a completely different.
I don't think we'd even touch half the stuff
No.
we touch. Like you would be, not
I'd
to
be
be
roasting everyone.
Yeah, not to be crude and stuff, but you would be talking about every girl you fancy.
Yeah.
What you hate about everyone.
Yep.
Who's the most stupid.
Yep.
Like,
It'd be horrible.
it would be an awful podcast. Actually, maybe not. It'd be like a roast.
It'd be so fun.
You'd need everyone here. I mean, you sort of did that with Rahul.
Yeah, look, we didn't know how that was going to go, to be honest, but it went all right.
Just reviewing
The reviewing exes, oh my goodness, I did not expect that to come up. And then I just went on a roll with it. Have you watched that bit yet?
I have.
Okay, yeah.
think
I'm sorry.
I think the issue is that, I mean, if anyone outside of our group's watching this, they're gonna have no context.
Yeah.
So they just think we are the weirdest blokes. The issue is it's hard to add context to a lot of things.
You just got to be there to see it or understand the moment.
Hence why I don't think a lot of our group. So our groups of 10, 3 of us, you, George, and Sanj went to Manchester. 7 of us are in the complete dark about what's happened.
Yep.
Because I think it's a lot of it is you have to have been there to.
I mean, in fairness, George wasn't actually there for what happened.
Apparently, no one was there. Sanj said he wasn't there. George said he wasn't there.
Sanj
But you just admitted to it.
Sounds kind of was there.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not saying anymore. I don't want to
Exactly.
ruin the moment, but
I don't know. The thing is, you're saying is, I have no idea.
no.
For all I know, you could be
Get
getting.
in the comments what you think happened in Manchester. And if anyone gets it right, I'll say it.
You need to add what the situation. Like you need
I
to
can't because it will make it too obvious
Not
as to
that,
what
but-
happened.
you were on a night out, weren't you?
Yes.
In a club.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So in a Manchester night out club, what do you think you did?
Well, obviously, you either got with a girl and got back to her and slept with her.
And you was
Right.
a
Yeah,
month
but that's not that bad though, is it?
can be.
Depends. Well.
Or
Anyway.
you've been tricked.
Imagine that's the case.
Fuck.
On that moment, I think we will call it
Yeah.
there. Thanks very much, Joe, for coming
That's
on. I
right,
appreciate your
thank you for
time.
having me.
It's been good.
Yeah,
It's
it's been
been good. We
great. I've had a
discussed
good
some
chat.
good topics. So yeah, it's been AllEarz. Thanks so much for listening.